Paris Fashion Week just wrapped up, and you know what that means. It's time to break down the best, the boldest, and the downright questionable celebrity looks. Who nailed the assignment and who had us scratching our heads? Let's get into it. First up, Natalie Portman, on the other hand, kept things classic in Dior. She arrived in a sleek black coat and knee-high boots, very Parisian, very sophisticated. But inside, she revealed a structured mini dress with Victorian lace details. It was elegant, yes, but not exactly groundbreaking. A refined take on Dior's heritage, though we wouldn't have minded a little more risk. Next, Cameron Diaz. She kept things cool and effortless at Stella McCartney. A draped red dress for drama, an oversized white coat for that nonchalant touch, and sleek red heels to tie it all together. Power dressing, but make it relaxed. Classic Cameron. Then, Carla Bruni reminded us why she's the definition of Parisian chic. She stepped into the Dîner du Louvre looking like she walked straight out of an old Hollywood film. Draped in vintage John Galliano, her black and white gown, covered in dramatic leaf appliques, was pure elegance. Standing against the glowing Louvre, she looked like a living work of art. And just when you thought the night couldn't get more glamorous, Gigi Hadid arrived, bringing a completely different kind of drama. Dressed in a shimmering Jeremy Scott number, she was serving luxury warrior princess. Think Joan of Arc, but if she got a last-minute invite to the Met Gala. Bold, daring, futuristic, and totally Gigi.
I try to be chic and fashion-forward because of my job.
Meanwhile, Kim Cattrall kept us on our toes with two very different vibes. First, she was all about power dressing at Nina Ricci in a camel suit that screamed quiet luxury. Then on a different day, she flipped the script for Balmain with a bold animal print mini and an oversized coat. Polished one day, fierce the next, because why choose when you can do both? Speaking of signature styles, Kate Moss stayed true to her rock star roots. At Stella McCartney, she kept it simple, yet edgy in an oversized leather jacket and sheer lace bodysuit. But over at Isabel Marant, she turned things up with fishnets, micro shorts, and studded boots. Iconic as always, but maybe just a little too disheveled. Then again, Kate does what Kate wants. Now, the Beckhams? They turned Victoria's show into a full-on family affair. Harper looked effortlessly chic in a chocolate brown slip dress, while David proved once again that no one wears a suit better. Cruz and Jackie Apostle balanced sleek and casual. While Romeo and Kim Turnbull added a fashion-forward edge, Romeo's pinstripe suit and Kim's deconstructed floral look added a cool, modern touch. The whole family proved once again that style is just in their DNA.
Well, Paris was always the dream. You know, I mean, you've got to bring your A game when you show in Paris.
Then there was Chappelle Roan, who didn't just attend Paris Fashion Week, she performed. Her Valentino appearance was pure romantic drama. Rabanne gave us futuristic fantasy, and Rick Owens took things to an avant-garde extreme. But the real star? Her makeup, ethereal, graphic, and strikingly theatrical. It was a statement all on its own.
I love that too.
Yeah.
And finally, Jessica Alba. She took a different approach at her mess, keeping it sleek and understated in an all-black blazer and trousers combo. It wasn't the flashiest look of the week, but it embodied that quiet, confident elegance her mess is known for.
I pretty much like to wear baggy clothes that feel really comfortable.
Now that we've broken down the standout looks from this spring Paris Fashion Week, let's compare them to the ones from Paris Fashion Week back in January. How did the styles differ, and which celebrities brought something fresh to the runway?
To begin with, Pamela Anderson showcased old money elegance in a tailored gray suit topped with a delicate netted veil. And while the muted tones could have used a pop of color or a bold accessory to spice things up, her chic transformation was still a total win. Speaking of bold, Philippine Leroy Beaulieu and Carla Bruni brought a villainous edge to their outfits in the best way possible. Carla was the embodiment of a femme fatale in a ruched black dress, lace tights, and those jaw-dropping golden claw gloves. Philippine, on the other hand, radiated dark queen energy with her flowing velvet ensemble and dramatic cape sleeves. Add a golden choker, and you've got someone who looks like she rules an elite secret society. These two could star in a high-fashion spy thriller tomorrow, and we'd be first in line to watch. Moving on to Nicola Coughlan, she brought cool girl mystery in an all-black look. The oversized bomber with cutout shoulders, added edge, and the tiny sunglasses screamed fashion insider. But the bulky jacket overwhelmed her frame, feeling more streetwear than haute couture. A sleeker fit could have elevated it, but it still had that cool vibe. Next, there is Jenna Ortega. She fully embraced her gothic villain vibe, and it totally worked. The oversized blazer sleeves, tiny shorts, and dramatic leather gloves were sleek and edgy. Paired with sheer tights, platform heels, and a bold red lip, she looked like she just pulled off a heist and stole the show. Kate Moss brought her iconic Cool to Dior in a silky white slip dress with black sheer tights. The deconstructed layers and lace details gave a fresh nod to her 90s style, effortless, edgy, and chic. With simple heels and chunky bracelets, she showed that minimalism can still make a statement. As for Katie Holmes, she went with an artsy vibe with an oversized striped blouse, abstract brooches, and wide-leg brown trousers. The concept was cool, but a cinched waist or slimmer trousers could have sharpened the look. Still, she definitely delivered an intellectual edge. And then there's Catherine Deneuve, who brought classic French elegance in a tailored brown coat with gold buttons. It was sharp, polished, and effortlessly sophisticated, though maybe a bit too understated for Paris Fashion Week. A bold scarf or statement jewelry could have added a touch more excitement. Kendall Jenner wowed the crowd walking the runway. She looked like a living work of art in a gown that was all about bold, surrealist vibes. The carved corset created a dramatic, dreamlike silhouette, balanced by a metallic bow and a flowy, embroidered skirt straight out of a fairy tale. She called it the gown of dreams on Instagram, and honestly, I couldn't agree more. It's a look we'll be talking about long after Paris Fashion Week ends.
Hello, Kendall. Hi, Kendall. Looking amazing.
Meanwhile, Megan Thee Stallion radiated goddess energy to Giambattista Valli in a peach-draped gown with a hood. She looked like a Renaissance painting come to life, but with a high-fashion twist.
This is my first couture moment.
Zooey Deschanel channeled a playful Little Red Riding Hood vibe in a red mini dress with a Peter Pan collar and glossy Mary Janes. It was fun and retro, but the all-red look felt a bit costume-like. Adding a contrasting accessory could have upped the chic factor. Whoopi Goldberg embraced mystery in an all-black satin trench with gold eyelets, exuding oracle-like vibes. While the look was intriguing, it leaned a bit too casual. A sharper silhouette or bold accessory could have added more Paris Fashion Week flair. And now, let's talk about the men. Bradley Cooper brought cozy dad-core vibes with his oversized brown coat and chunky black boots. It was effortlessly stylish but leaned more casual than high fashion. A sharper element, like a turtleneck or structured coat, might have elevated the look. Meanwhile, Adrian Brody opted for a monochrome black outfit, rocking a cargo jacket and tailored pants. It was understated and cool, but maybe too low-key for the front row. A standout accessory could have taken it from art collector on the go to full Paris Fashion Week glam.
So, which Paris Fashion Week look stood out to you the most? Did March bring more fashion-forward moments, or did January steal the show? Let me know in the comments.